Welcome to Info Hub. In our headlines, notorious prison escapee Royden Durant recaptured. Several Guyanese returned from hurricane-hit islands. Giving Hope Foundation doing just that in the fight against breast cancer. And new completion date for Madja Road. Stay tuned for the details of these and more. Daddy! And now for the details. Mark Royden Durant, also known as Royden Williams and Smalley, was taken into custody on Monday evening. Based on intelligence gathered, the former dreadlocked convict was apprehended in a minibus last evening alone and unarmed. He was headed to the East Berbice area when police ranks stopped the vehicle at approximately 20 hours on the Weldad West Coast Berbice public road. Williams was among 8 inmates who broke out of the Camp Street prison on July 9 last, after reportedly recruiting other prisoners to start a fire at several sections of the compound to serve as a distraction. Emotions were high as 10 Guyanese, mostly children, touched down at the Eugene F. Correa International Airport last evening. Gabriela Patram tells us more.
The evacuees were returned from hurricane-ravaged Tortola in the British Virgin Islands on a Trans-Guyana Airways flight. Info Hub spoke with some of the relatives who were there to receive their family members. A 19-year-old on the flight is the only member of his family that returned home, and expressing much relief for his safe return was his aunt Shalon Bruce.
We're just happy that he is alive and well, and thanks to the government for what they have done here this evening.
While others were in high spirits, Randy Ragnott, son of Derek Ragnott, the Guyanese national that lost his life in the storm, disclosed that he is here to make funeral arrangements. A commitment was made by the government to assist nationals on the islands following the recent hurricanes, which passed through the Caribbean region, leaving several devastated. Speaking on behalf of the government, Minister of Citizenship Winston Felix emphasized that the children are a top priority and arrangements will be made as early as possible to enroll them in schools. Meanwhile, providing an update from the Civil Defense Commission was Preparedness and Response Manager Major Sean Welcome, who reported that the agency has been utilizing the services of the airlines to take in non-perishable food items. He commended the airlines for its vital role in the process of aiding the affected persons.
The plan is to use the Private Aircraft Owners Association and their assets, mainly Trans-Guyana, JAGS Aviation, Roraima areas, to assist us in returning Guyanese who are living on these islands and are desirous of returning home, to bring them back to the country and as best as possible assist with their resettlement.
The first batch of Guyanese nationals returned from Dominica on Sunday, October 8, 2017, also on a Trans-Guyana flight. Prior to the arrival of the nationals, Minister Felix had led the country's need assessment team, which comprised of Major Welcome, among others, on September 17 to Antigua and Barbuda, Tortola and St. Martin to assess the situation there. 11 containers with food supplies were later deployed to the Caribbean Disaster Emergency Management Agency, which was tasked with distributing the relief supplies. Gabriela Patram for Info Hub.
As Cancer Awareness Month continues, the Giving Hope Foundation does its part in the fight against breast cancer. More from Delicia Haynes.
The Giving Hope Foundation, one of the many local NGOs supporting the fight against breast cancer, is giving back to survivors and patients in a major way. Head of the Giving Hope Foundation, Dr. Latoya Gooding.
What we offer, our motto basically is to create pathways for care, hope and support. Once you're diagnosed with breast cancer and you need financial assistance for whether it's to help with your radiotherapy, for a CT scan, we tend to facilitate once we can. Also for the women that had the mastectomy, that means they took off the breast as part of their treatment, we offer breast prosthesis free of cost.
Added to that, the foundation offers free wigs to women experiencing hair loss due to the cancer treatment regimen. Cancer patients and survivors along with their family members can also access counseling services. To complement these services that are offered all year round, the organization will be hosting 2 major activities in keeping with breast cancer awareness observances.
We have a candlelight vigil, which will be on the 27th. This is for the relatives who have lost their family members to cancer. This is for also the patients that are currently going through the struggle. So on the 26th of this month, that's the day before, right here at our at our head office at 15 Ketley and Drysdale, we'll be having a look good, feel better for cancer patients and cancer survivors. This basically here we'll be giving out free breast prosthesis, free wigs. We'll be having our makeup parties.
Women are continuously being encouraged to know their status early to ensure early treatment once diagnosed with breast cancer. Delicia Haynes for InfoHub.
Works on the Madhya Community Road project are moving apace. Gabriela Patram has that update.
The last time InfoHub was in the community of Madhya in Region 8, roadworks on the Madhya Community Road project was 50% completed. To date, those works have moved from 50% to 64%. Finishing touches are being done on the road, and according to the civil engineer of the Ministry of Public Infrastructure, Wendell St. Pierre, there is a new date for the completion of roadworks.
Most of it was the weather, and in one case, there's actually a legal issue with one of the contractors that is still trying to be sorted out.
The historic 8,000 feet concrete road will be laid through the community. Noting the health benefits that will be derived from the new road, the civil engineer explained that with the high-quality concrete road, residents will not be affected by the dust that usually results from laterite roads when dry. Approximately $720 million were allotted in the 2016 national budget for works on the Madhya roads. The funds have been rolled over for completion of the project in 2017. InfoHub was also provided with other updates currently happening on road projects in Region 8.
The other projects have varying percentages. The Madhya to Bartika Road, that was at 1%. Now that is about 5%. We have two other projects that are on stream now, which is the Madhya to Barnsuku Junction, and now we have the Eagle to Conaruk Junction Road. And those probably would have only started about a week now.
Expressing his satisfaction with the progress made thus far was Prime Minister Moses Nagamootoo after inspecting the roadworks. The Prime Minister visited the location during his official visit for the commissioning of Radio Madhya. Reporting from the community of Madhya in Region 8, I am Gabriela Patram for InfoHub.
Several communities are benefiting from better water quality thanks to initiatives by the Guyana Water Incorporated. One of the main priorities is ensuring that customers receive the best quality of water possible, according to GWI's Managing Director, Dr. Richard Van West Charles. He revealed that several initiatives are currently ongoing, one of which is the partnering with the Education Ministry to target schools in a campaign aimed at ensuring safe water supply for students.
We started to look at the black tanks to ensure that they are clean and disinfected. The water has been tested from the tanks before and after. Some of the tanks have shown contamination, and they've been disinfected and tested as we speak.
In this regard, all the schools in Georgetown have been checked. GWI notes that the project has since been extended to schools on the East Bank and East Coast, regions 5, 6, and 10, as well as the hinterland schools. Additionally, the entity is testing a new product called Sequest All, which is intended to clear and purify the water, making it better for domestic use.
It has proven very successful, and so we will continue to use it so that the product that we have becomes a good product, and the customers are not having any irritants with the redness, the soiling of the tiles, unable to wash your white clothing, soiling of your porcelain, and so forth, so it's a good product.
Sequest All is currently being tested in several regions. ExxonMobil is still to quantify its recent oil find. Details from Tiffany Rogers.
The find at Turbo 1 was not quantified because the company is still drilling. Exxon's Public and Government Affairs Director, Kimberly Brasington, explains.
What our announcement indicated is that while drilling, we encountered hydrocarbon. And so, because everybody's watching so closely now, we didn't want to wait until, who knows how it could take months to analyze data. And so we knew enough information to make an announcement.
Last Thursday, Exxon announced they encountered a reservoir of 75 feet of high-quality oil-bearing sandstone at Turbo 1. Turbo is the fifth discovery made by Exxon in the Stabroek block.
But with just one well, it's not enough information to say with certainty the volume. That's what people are looking for. How many barrels is this as it relates to Liza and Payara?
Brisington explained that after drilling Turbo 2 next year, Exxon would be in a better position to estimate the resource size of this latest oil discovery. Discoveries at the Liza and Payara fields place the gross resources of the Stabroek block between 2.25 to 75 billion oil equivalent barrels. For InfoHub, Tiffany Rogers.
The Customs Anti-Narcotics Unit CANU this morning disposed of just over 44 kilograms of cocaine. However, the unit was forced to abort its mission due to health emergencies faced by its crew. Paul McAdam explains.
CANU was initially expected to destroy over 318 kilograms of cocaine seized between November 2013 to January 2017. CANU's deputy head, Leslie Ramlal, said that whilst carrying out today's mission, ranks became sick. Several began suffering from dizziness, vomiting, and upset stomachs. Due to these factors, he said the mission was forced to be aborted.
Upon returning here at CANU headquarters, a recount was done in your presence, and that's me as well as representatives from the National Forensic Lab. And what we have found is that a total of 44 kilograms, 584 grams was disposed, and therefore giving us a difference of 273 kilograms, 502 grams of narcotics, and that being cocaine, returning to the stores here at headquarters CANU.
The remainder of the narcotics, Ramlal assured, will be disposed of at a later date. However, before this is undertaken, the CANU official said that a decision would have to be made by his superiors on the way forward.
Before that, we had burnt, and maybe we will have to revert to that as to burning of the cocaine. But as I said, no decision has been made at this time. That will be communicated to me by my superiors.
Before reverting to burning the narcotics, Ramlal pointed out that a suitable location will have to be decided upon due to the attendant health risks. Paul McAdam for InfoHub.
Thanks for watching. Remember to connect with us 24/7 on our website and social media. Goodbye.